into the issue. We are turning our attention now towards our other neighbor, Sri Lanka. India has launched Operation Sagar Bandhu to support Sri Lanka after Cyclone Ditwah. An Indian Army Engineer Task Force of 48 specialists has been airlifted to restore damaged roads and bridges. The primary focus of the task force is restoring vital lines of communication, including repairing and constructing damaged roads and bridges. The team is equipped with Bailey bridges, heavy machinery, drones and rescue gear. Work has already begun at the Kilinochchi Bridge site in coordination with Sri Lankan authorities. The Engineer Task Force is currently holding 4 sets of Bailey bridges airlifted by a C-17 aircraft of the Indian Air Force for the restoration of disrupted connectivity. In addition, the task force is equipped with pneumatic boats, outboard motors, HESCO bags and new generation equipment such as heavy payload drones and remotely controlled boats. Let's in fact listen into what an official has said regarding this.
In the line with the India's policy of the neighborhood first, the Operation Sagar Bandhu was launched to provide the humanitarian assistance to our Sri Lankan brothers and sisters who were affected by the devastating Cyclone Ditwah, and they were inducted on the war footing to provide engineering support primarily to restore the vital lines of communications and construct damaged bridges and roads. The team here is comprising of the various experts of bridging, surveying and watermanship, and also the team which has come here has the meticulous skill holders who can operate the heavy earth moving equipments, drones and unmanned vehicles which is required to provide the effective engineering support. In the line with the India.
Joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Brian Thomas with more on this. Brian, when we're looking at Cyclone Ditwah, it ravaged the entire Sri Lankan country. Now, when we are looking at bridges, there is loss of connectivity as well. So, Indian, military personnel have stepped in. They are bringing in all these equipment. The technical task force is there. What more details could you give us on that front?
Oh, well, yes, clearly in line with India's neighborhood first policy, the Indian Navy, Indian Army has deployed a specialized engineer task force to assist Sri Lanka after the devastating impact of Cyclone Ditwah. Not only that, a total of 48 Army personnel were airlifted on a war footing to provide critical engineering support in the worst hit areas. Their mission focused on restoring key lines of communication, repairing damaged roads, rebuilding collapsed bridges and reconnecting isolated communities. Not only that, the team included bridging specialists, surveyors, watermanship experts and operators trained to handle heavy earth moving machinery, drones and unmanned systems. Now clearly the task force is also carrying 4 sets of baby bridges transported by IES C-17 aircraft to quickly restore disrupted connectivity. They are also equipped with pneumatic boats, outboard motors like you mentioned, and even heavy payload drones and remotely operated boats, enabling rapid and precise response in challenging terrain. And working closely with the Sri Lankan Army and Sri Lankan Road Development Authority, Indian engineers have also completed reconnaissance of multiple damaged sites. Yes.
All right, Brian, please do stay on with us. In fact, we'll need your inputs on this other story that we are tracking. A political